Welcome to the super fun game review podcast. Go Mega Ultra Between Review Show. Down.
MUBRS.
Mubba.
We should shout MUBRS. You were very accurate in saying that.
No, this is pretty much how we start every MUBRS. It's always like, oh, MUBRS.
Mubbers.
All right, guys. I kind of wanted to actually do something a little different than what we usually do with MUBRS.
Here it comes.
I kind of want to just go around the room and talk about other interests that we have other than video games, and just see what, if anything, the listeners also relate to, and definitely kind of get out there and reach out to us. Like, if it's other stuff that you're interested in, let us know.
Does that mean I should put my pants back on?
Yep. All right.
Is that what that was?
Harry, why don't you go first? Like, what interests outside of the podcast and video games do you have?
All right, so I think my biggest hobby outside of video games is Warhammer 40K. In fact, I was actually watching Netflix today and painting for about 5 hours.
Jesus.
Wow. That's a lot.
What to do with the spare time?
In the past year, I've been a part of 2 leagues. The one I'm currently in is like 38 players, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
Yeah, no, there's quite a few people that...
Do you do like tournaments?
And then it was Eddie's league, right?
Yeah, and Eddie's league before that.
Okay, I was in that one as well.
Yeah.
I also play.
So, I mean, for anybody who's interested, I play Tyranids, Astra Military, Imperial Guard.
What?
Excuse me.
Bless
Did
you.
they change the name?
They
of Imperial
rebranded the
Guard?
name so that they can copyright the names.
And what did they change it to?
It went from Imperial Guard
Yeah.
to Astra Militarum.
Wow.
Starship Trooper?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm nerdy, but this sounds like the nerdiest shit.
And then I also play Dark Angels, Ravenwing specifically, which are an all-biker army. But yeah, no, I do all aspects of the...
They go into battle in leather?
Check out my chaps.
That's a different kind of army.
Different.
The safe word is banana.
The safe word is banana.
But no, what's really cool about the hobby, it's model building, which I really like. I like the painting, but it's probably my least favorite aspect of the 3. And then you also get to play a really cool strategic game that's tabletop. And I make a lot of terrain for the game as well. I actually picked up a lot of styrofoam because I'm actually in the midst of making this huge like mountain type structure. So that'll be a nice little centerpiece.
You carve it and paint it and throw
Yep, there's like
gravel
little
on
fake
it,
trees on it, little flock to give it like a grassy look. Like it's
Flock?
Seagulls? Exactly.
Oh, man.
But, I mean, outside of Warhammer, I used to dabble in Magic. I haven't touched that in quite some time.
pull rabbits out of hats.
I have a pretty extensive card collection. I had this obsession with getting one of every card.
Oh, Magic the Gathering.
Yes, correct.
Not cock magic.
But
South Park? No.
most sets since
I got it.
Tone shift?
Thanks, John.
2010, I have a completed set of, and they release about 4 sets a year.
Wow.
That's actually changed. It's down to
I know they did change the
it's down to
release.
three a year now, which is kind of nice because it's a little less new product. But apparently I need to talk up.
Yeah,
because Harry's
you
old.
need to keep it at that level.
Oh God, it's going to be a long day.
What about you, John? What I know.
Well,
like,
I mean, it's kind of weird because I'm a guest, but I can give you some of my interests.
Gay porn.
I mean, first off, that's
vintage
not an
gay
interest.
porn.
Extensive
That
John
hair-
Travolta
Yeah.
film collection.
Yeah. Well,
John
I mean,
likes that bush.
That's all one. Like, if you made a Venn diagram of like vintage gay porn and John
condoms.
Travolta, it's just one circle. Like, that's not. There's no.
One circle.
There's
The anus.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I need a massage.
How about I hit on you in the gym?
Prostate massage.
Hey, lift up that towel a little bit. Yeah,
Please.
2 digits.
No, I mean, so I do.
God help us.
Yeah, I play a lot of video games right now. I play video games a lot.
Not video games.
I know.
Other
I'm
than
just
video
saying, I
games.
play tennis.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I play too.
Yeah.
That's
Tennis is fun.
That's how
Tennis for
we
the
actually
NES.
played with John.
You tried to.
And I tried to, yeah.
For a while.
And then we walked off the team.
It didn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all just left one day. They're like, no, we're not doing that.
Run laps.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
Play tennis. I cook. I cook a lot. I smoke a lot of meat. I also live in Colorado. However, I work for the federal government, so that doesn't work.
Not so much.
What doesn't work?
The other kind of smoke.
Oh.
No.
So if you guys want to follow me, I guess they can send you pictures.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
Of John smoking meats.
Of me smoking meats. I could just send them in.
Yeah, if you guys want to see John smoking meats,
Only the thick cuts.
definitely
Thick
contact
cuts.
me, Matt Clark.
I'm
I will
just
send
saying.
you some pictures of John smoking meats.
I will give you like 5-minute cooking, smoking, John smoking meats.
How did it come to this?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
you asked. You asked.
that sounds like a good spin-off series. I like
Yeah,
where
I
this
mean,
is
we
going.
could make this real
I'd
content.
love to see. Oh my god,
Just-
I would love to
just
see this
5
video of you like smoking meats and all this
But
shit.
not even saying
and then,
anything.
And then you're like, as you're done, you just sit down and there's just vintage gay porn on in the background. Just cuts.
Like the whole time I'm outside, and then I'm like, well, why don't we step inside and carve up this meat? And then
No, you just
And
sit
then
down
with
with
your
your
plate.
as I sit down at the table.
Yeah, just really
Body lotion,
classy. Like
mustaches.
you have the wine sitting there, and you just sit down and you just see two dudes making out, and they're just they
Hey, making
mustaches.
I think I see Freddie Mercury.
out. Yeah.
Is that Freddie Mercury? And fade to black.
Well, thanks for coming.
That's how you end every video. Oh, thanks for coming.
Have a nice day.
Oh, like a modern-day Bob Ross.
What about you, Steve?
With a lot more
What do you,
dicks.
what do you do outside of the podcast?
Well, I mean, when it's nice outside, I do enjoy a nice round of golf. Don't get out as often as I'd like to. Outdoors, walking around, I dig that. And it's wintertime, so I'm actually looking forward to doing some sledding. Avid sledder.
enough.
And TV. Like a lot of TV. That's pretty much it.
I can't tell if
Sledding
your hobbies
and
are that
TV.
of a homeless man or
Just
just walking around in the outdoors and sledding.
yeah, probably not that far
Get
off.
some cardboard boxes.
Get
and
some
then
cardboard boxes.
just- I make a sweet ass sled.
I'm watching Clark come for $1.
Patreon. See me come for $1.
Best dollar I've ever spent.
Racket.
But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I do enjoy the cooking as well. I am not a meat smoker, but who knows?
Yet.
Maybe once John's
Would you like to
miniseries
come
come out.
over?
I would like to come over and
Yeah.
smoke your meats.
Hey,
That sounds like a
big
great
meats
time.
with John.
Yeah, big
like we're
meats with John.
We keep coming around the same circle here. Yeah, I
Yeah.
said that.
That didn't
Coming
come
around
out
the
right. Yeah,
circle.
All right, what about you, Ralph?
Who's got the cracker?
there it is. I was waiting for that joke.
Oh, gross.
Ralph?
No, I know. I heard you. I do want to say that.
Hey, Ralph, it's your turn.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Ralph.
I do want to say that, like Steve, gaming is one of my biggest hobbies, and that's only increased with the podcast. But I do play a little bit of D&D, and I also play tennis, like I said when John was talking.
What's your D&D character?
I only have the one right now. He was a half-elf thief ranger.
Ooh.
Basically, my thief combat skills were seriously poor and lacking, so I cross-trained or whatever as a ranger.
What's his
and,
name?
Ralph.
Ralph.
Inventive.
Rail.
I like that.
Yeah, very
inventive.
creative.
Yeah.
Very creative.
I only had a monk named Hung Wei Lo.
Wow.
He was in orc. Well, half orc.
I'm actually going to be starting a new campaign with my cousin's wife. She's going to be the DM, and I have to roll a new character. So I also want to say that I'm a bit of a movie buff. I don't know that that's sort of a given. Everybody watches movies, but I really kind of get invested in the story and the background and how the films are made.
What's
and
your favorite movie?
directors and Blade Runner.
Hold on.
Blade Runner?
Blade
What's
Runner.
the best movie?
The best movie? Like okay, so my favorite's Blade Runner, but it's not the best movie.
What's the best movie?
The best movie, drum roll,
Wrong.
is, oh God.
Getting tired, Ralph.
Godfather?
No, it's Bloodsport.
No, for fuck's sake.
Bloodsport is the best movie.
Kumite.
Have you ever seen Bloodsport, Harry?
No.
No.
Holy shit.
No. You haven't lived yet.
It's the best of the Van Damme.
Anyway,
Just prime.
I wanted to say
Is that a
Shawshank,
thing?
Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, you need to see it. if you
No,
haven't
I'm
seen it.
saying, is there a best of?
Yeah, it's
Van Damme?
Bloodsport. It's just Bloodsport.
Bloodsport's good.
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I like the Quest too,
That's like a remake, and that was
Yeah.
directed by Van Damme,
and he starred in it.
and you can tell.
Street Fighter was pretty good.
Fuck off!
Oh,
No, Street Fighter was
no.
terrible.
No.
Raul Julia is awesome, but
Yeah.
that movie is not.
It's just Raul
Rest
Julia.
in peace, Raul Julia.
Yeah, just chewing scenery for 90 minutes. It's
Of course.
pretty great. For me, it was Tuesday.
I actually said The Godfather, but like The Godfather and Shawshank and Godfather Part 2 are all like really up there, very, very high.
Impressive.
Most impressive. Actually, I lied. Star Wars: The Last Jedi is the greatest film ever created.
Wow.
Whoa.
Bold.
Quite.
That's Doritos bold.
Let's see what you did there.
You can't see
I'm
my
trying to get
you
you
can't see my
sponsors.
Grinch
Yeah.
smile right
dig it.
now.
I'm trying.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. I used to do a fair bit of shooting, black powder shooting with my dad, but it's been a long time since I did any of that.
Black powder
that's
shooting.
cool.
That
Yeah.
is pretty neat.
Muzzle loading. Yeah, that sounds dirty.
Yeah, load that muzzle.
No, those guns are terrifying when you shoot them because you like pull the trigger and then you wait.
Is it
yeah,
gonna
it
go?
hesitates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it doesn't go for like a good 5 seconds.
No, that's too long.
Right, but then if it doesn't go, you're like, is it going to fire at any second?
Oh, you mean like a not a misfire? What's that called?
Like when it doesn't
You
spark
basically
correctly.
you just keep it. You keep
just
it up
hold
just in case because the powder is a little bit cruder than modern.
Yep.
Than
Right.
modern. So
it's not
it
as
takes
refined.
it can take a little bit longer. If you have like a misfire, like you get a good spark, but it's not good enough. You can a hang fire. You can have
Exactly.
one of those. You have to keep the gun
Yep.
essentially downrange until it completely discharges, or if it doesn't, then you check things and probably fill the pan again with powder and shoot it. I'm not going to get into a whole big thing about that. Sorry to ramble, but
No, it's
those
good.
are primarily my hobbies.
Always
I
face
also
it away
sleep
before-
and eat and
Yeah. Do you?
Those aren't hobbies.
I don't
All right,
I don't
so-
sleep.
Yeah, those are just survival.
And myself, I kind of dabble in like everything that you guys do. Really, like
You dapple?
dabble. Like I said, dabble.
Okay.
What
What do you dapple in?
So like, I play Magic occasionally. I play Warhammer as well. Play D&D. Mostly, what I've been like focusing on though is, in the last year, I've lost like 76 pounds. I put on a little bit more since I started with the whole. Like, I took a break for the holidays just because it's really hard to diet over the holidays. And I had dieted for 6 months pretty intensely, so I wanted to just take a break. And
Congratulations. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We can all see the results.
And so I'm starting to gear back into that. I actually want to, within the next year or two, actually have an amateur MMA fight. That's kind of the goal.
Look, you beating up Harry doesn't count as an amateur.
I understand
I would
that.
pay
I
to
wanna-
watch it.
I
That would
wanna-
be professional because I would pay to watch it.
Yeah.
I actually want to like get into a ring and fight someone. I'm actually really excited to kind of start on that path next. That's where I'm at. I'm really looking forward to purchasing my first kayak, and this summer kind of getting out there and getting on some lakes and rivers and things like that.
We could have an outdoorsy ass like secondary channel.
Oh, we totally could.
Yeah.
Like you'd have kayaking with Clark,
Totally could. Like I am
Frisbee.
frisbee with frisbee with Harry,
so like
Ralph black powder rifle, and big meat with Johnny.
so like one of all of our mutual friends, Joe, him and myself have been talking about going on a rucking expedition where literally we're gonna just like go out into the woods for 3 fucking days and then come back in, like, you know,
Limited
hunt,
supplies.
hunt fish for our food, things like that, and just go camp in the woods for 3 or 4 days. Like, I'm super stoked for that. I'm starting to gear up for it. Like, I started buying some of my supplies this year. And then this final year, I'm just going to kind of, like, go all in to then in August get out there and go do it. I'm super fucking stoked for it. Like,
That's awesome.
I'm
actually, I have
really
to say.
fucking excited to, like, just go survive for 3 or 4 days in the woods and just kind of, like, it's like one of those things. Like I don't know. Like I didn't really talk about this much on the podcast, but I got diagnosed with like skin cancer and stuff like that, and like I really wanted to like better myself, and now it's kind of like I'm at the point mentally where I'm like test the mettle of man type of thing. So that's why I've been like losing the weight. I want to do the MMA fights. I want to go out and like explore nature and things like that. Like that's something that's like really interesting to me.
Next year, 2019, base jumping.
No. I see. I'm not going to like needlessly risk my own life. It's a matter of like
slippery slope, man.
It's not. It really isn't though. I'm a very calculated person. I would never go base jumping because of my son. I would never do something that would like I will die instantaneously if there's one single fuck up.
Got it. You want to suffer.
No more cheeseburgers.
No, like
then.
I'm just
drag it out for a little bit.
I'm just saying like I'll survive not eating 3 days in the woods. I won't die.
I get it.
I might have some slight symptoms of starvation or whatever, dehydration. Like,
well, you have water,
right? But what I'm saying is like it's a calculated risk,
right?
As opposed to like just base jumping, where like one little thing could go wrong, I could be dead, and my son would be fatherless.
Real
so
quick,
like it's not something that I want to like.
Do you know where you would be going for this excursion?
Yeah, Lake Wallenpaupack.
Is that a national park?
No.
Okay, the reason I ask is because I didn't know this, but recently found out, like thanks to YouTube and the internet, that a lot of people go missing in national parks in the United States, and there are no official records of how many people.
I saw
actually
some of those
gone.
videos recently. It's
You know what I'm
like
talking about?
disturbingly high rate.
Yeah, it's like they ask like officially like like how many people have been lost in this park in the last year, and they're like, we can't release those numbers.
Yeah, because they don't really know, because they don't track attendance that well. A lot of that has to do with like they can't really track attendance if they don't sell tickets.
You need
True,
to have a
true.
turnstile at the entrance.
Something.
Exactly.
In between
then there's
every
a number.
set of trees when you enter the park, just a turnstile.
Turn all national parks into Disneyland.
But no, like
Well,
there's
there's 4 this way.
This is a complete tangent. I'm just saying, like, if you were gonna tell me that you're gonna go try to live in the wilderness in a national park for 3 days, I'd say you might want to.
no. So like I wanted to go
as
to
a
Lake.
calculated.
Yeah, I don't know. So we can be done. That's fine.